All right, thanks for coming. For our Thursday slow flow, let's get started in a standing forward fold, so ragdoll pose. For ragdoll, you can walk your feet out really wide and then take a really generous bend in your knees. So it's right in the beginning, your hamstrings are probably pretty tight, so really generous bend to your knees and hang your torso over your thighs. Ragdoll is really great for opening up your low back, releasing any tension there. So make sure your belly is like pressing against your thighs. So bend your knees as much as you need to make that connection possible. You can keep your hands toward the ground. You can interlace your hands around opposite elbows and sway side to side. Just let your body sink into this position and your head hang as heavy as you can. Maybe nod your head back and forth. Bring your attention to your breath. With every breath in, feel your air fill up your belly, your chest. Now take a nice loud open mouth exhale, sigh your air out. Take another deep breath in. This time seal your lips and exhale back out your nose. Continue breathing here like this, in and out through your nose. And sort of move your legs a little bit if you'd like, bending into one knee and the next. But continuing to focus on the quality of your inhales and exhales, filling all the way up, and then exhaling all the way back out through your nose. Now keep your feet out nice and wide, but bring your hands down to the ground. Inhale, halfway lift. Press your hands up on your shins or your thighs and flatten out your spine. So nice neutral spine here. Your back should be about parallel with the floor. Take one more breath in, lengthen out. Exhale, forward fold, bend back down toward the ground. Two more times. Inhale, halfway lift, palms to shins or thighs. Squeeze your belly button up to your spine. Exhale, forward fold, bend down. Inhale, halfway lift, flatten out your back. Now from here, exhale, tabletop pose. Plant your palms, walk your knees underneath your hips and neutralize out your spine. Inhale, cow pose, drop your belly down to the ground, lift your gaze to the wall in front of you. Exhale, cat pose, curl your spine up, gaze between your thighs. Inhale, cow pose, drop your belly as low as you can. Exhale, cat pose, curl your spine up, gaze between your thighs. Return back to a neutral tabletop, gaze straight down between your hands. Step your feet back to a high plank, so stack your shoulders over wrists and heels over toes. And slowly with control, lower all the way down to your belly. Once you get down to your belly, extend your right arm out to your right side. One of my favorite stretches here. You can plant your left hand into the ground and now slowly roll over onto your right side, drawing your left leg up and over your right leg. So the sole of your left foot will plant on the floor. You'll feel a nice deep stretch on the right side of your chest and your shoulder. Now slowly roll back to center. Extend your left arm out to your left side. Place your right palm on your mat. And now gently roll yourself over onto your left side, placing your right sole of your foot on the ground, on the outer edge of your left leg. You can keep your left temple down on the ground. Press your right hand into the ground to twist a little further and open up further through your left side on your chest and your shoulder. Now return to center. Plant your palms back into the ground. Untuck your toes, so press the tops of your feet down into the ground. Inhale, baby cobra. Gently lift your chest up, squeeze your shoulder blades together, and press the tops of your feet really hard down into the ground. Exhale, lower your chest back down 2 more times. Inhale, baby cobra. Gently lift your chest. Exhale, lower back down. Last one. Inhale, baby cobra. Lift your knees off the ground and press the tops of your feet down. Exhale, lower your chest back down. Tuck your toes under behind you. Press up to a tabletop position. And exhale, downward facing dog. Send your hips up and back. And now take a moment here to settle into this shape. You can bend into one knee, bend into the next. Bring your attention to your hands. Press your palms down and forward as hard as you can. And at the same time, press your heels down into your mat as far as you can. It's okay if they don't reach all the way down to your mat. Just press them down energetically. Now inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, ragdoll pose. Step your feet back behind your wrists. Toe heel your feet together to touch, leaving just a sliver of space between your heels. And on a nice slow inhale, roll all the way up to stand, stacking one vertebrae on top of the next. No rush to get to the top. When you do, inhale, shrug your shoulders up. Exhale, relax your shoulders down your back. Now press your left shoulder down as far as you can and drop your right ear to your right shoulder. Create a lot of space along your left neck. Now slowly drop your chin forward. Roll your left ear to your left shoulder. Drop your head back, right ear to right shoulder. Draw your head to center. Drop your left ear down to your left shoulder and press your right shoulder down, creating space on the right side of your neck. Now drop your chin down, roll your head towards center, right ear to right shoulder. Drop your head back, left ear to left shoulder. Lift your head up to center. Inhale, mountain pose. Extend your arms up overhead. Interlace all of your fingers and release your pointer finger and your thumb. So it's like you're pointing up toward the ceiling. Inhale, extend up as high as you can. Exhale, side body stretch to the right. Press your hips to the left. Relax your shoulders away from your ears. Find a lot of space on your left rib cage. Inhale, rise up to center, reach nice and high. Exhale, side body stretch to the left. Press your hips to the right, ground down to the knife edge of your right foot. Inhale, mountain pose, rise back up. Exhale, Samastitihi, drop your hands together at your heart. Either flutter your eyes closed or soften your gaze to the tip of your nose. Take a nice deep breath in, ground down through your feet. Nice strong exhale back out your nose. Blink your eyes open if they're closed. Drop your arms down to your sides and shine your palms forward. Inhale, mountain pose, extend your arms up overhead. Exhale, forward fold, hinge from your hips, nice and slow all the way down to the ground. Bringing a bend to your knees if that is more accessible in your body. Inhale, halfway lift, flatten out your spine. Press your palms to your shins or thighs. Exhale, high plank, plant your palms, step your feet back. Lower all the way down to your belly and untuck your toes, so press the tops of your feet down. Inhale, baby cobra, gently lift your chest up, elbows up to the ceiling. Exhale, lower your chest back down. Tuck your toes, press to a tabletop, and then exhale, downward facing dog. Send your hips up and back. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, forward fold, step up to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift, palms to shins or thighs. Exhale, forward fold, release down to your mat. Inhale, mountain pose. Sweep your arms all the way up overhead. Exhale, Samastitihi, hands together at your heart. Drop your arms to your sides. Inhale, mountain pose. Sweep your arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Hinge from your hips down to your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Neutralize out your spine. Exhale, high plank and lower all the way down to your belly. Untuck your toes. Inhale, baby cobra. Lift your chest up. Exhale, drop your chest back down. Tuck your toes. Press up to a tabletop position. And exhale, downward facing dog. Lift your hips up and back. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, forward fold. Step up to your hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Flatten out your back. Exhale, forward fold. Release down. Inhale, mountain pose. Rise all the way up. Nice deep breath in. Exhale, Samastitihi. Hands together at your heart. Send your arms to your sides. Inhale, mountain pose. Reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Ride your breath all the way down to the earth. Inhale, halfway lift, palms to shins or thighs. Exhale, high plank and lower all the way down to your belly. Untuck your toes. Inhale, baby cobra. Press the tops of your feet down. Exhale, lower down to your chest. Press up to a tabletop. And exhale, downward facing dog. Lift your hips up and back. Take a nice deep breath in. Slow breath out your nose. Press your palms and heels down. Inhale, kick your right leg high. Flex your right toes down to the ground. Take a breath in. Exhale, low lunge. Step your right foot between your hands and drop your left knee down to the ground. Inhale, crescent moon. Extend your arms up overhead and breathe here. You can interlace your hands around your front leg and very gently rock forward and back. Feeling the opening through your left hip flexors. Your arms are around your front thigh. Inhale, crescent moon, arms back up overhead. Exhale, half split. Straighten your right leg and come up onto your right heel. So you can tense your fingers on the ground. If you're looking for more of a hamstring stretch, keep a nice flat spine and hinge from your hips. If you want some opening in your back, then you can round your back a little bit and sort of press your shoulder blades up toward the ceiling. This will open through your upper back. You'll also feel a bit of a release in your low back as well. So you can choose whatever part of your body you want to target. Begin to shift your weight back forward. Inhale, crescent moon, extend your arms up. Exhale, low lunge. Lift your left knee up off of the ground. Inhale, warrior one. Spiral your back foot down and extend your arms up overhead. So bend into your right knee and your back foot should be totally on the ground, so your heel is on the ground. If your heel is coming up, step your back foot in a little bit and really press down to the outer edge of your back foot. Take one more breath in here, bend a little deeper into your right knee. Exhale, downward facing dog. Plant your palms and step your right foot to the back of your space, hips up and back. Take a nice deep breath in. Deep breath out your nose. Inhale, keep your left heel high. Flex your left toes down to your mat. Press your right heel into the earth. Take a breath in. Exhale, low lunge. Step your left foot between your hands and drop your right knee down to the ground. Inhale, crescent moon, extend your arms up. Now you can keep your arms up. Maybe you press your palms together. Maybe you interlace your hands around your front thigh and very gently rock forward and back. You can make the choice here. Feeling this nice opening through your right hip flexors. Your hands are around your front thigh. Inhale, crescent moon. Extend your arms back up overhead. And exhale, half split. Straighten your left leg. Point your left toes up toward the ceiling and tense your fingers on the ground, framing your left leg. So again, you can keep a nice flat spine to feel this stretch more in your left hamstring. Or if you want some release in your back and some stretching in your upper back, you can press your shoulder blades up toward the ceiling and kind of round your back a little bit. Begin to shift your weight back forward. Inhale, crescent moon. Reach your arms back up overhead. Exhale, low lunge. Plant your palms and lift your back knee up off of the ground. Inhale, warrior one. Press your back foot down into the earth and extend your arms overhead. Take a minute again to adjust your stance as needed. It's okay in warrior one to kind of play around a little bit. You can walk your feet a little bit wider. When I first started practicing yoga, my stance was super wide. So I think that helps a lot. You can also walk your back foot in a little bit. Take one more deep breath in. Exhale, downward facing dog. Plant your palms, step your left foot back to meet your right and lift your hips up nice and high. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, press your chest closer toward your thighs. Inhale, keep your right heel high. Exhale, low lunge. Step your right foot between your palms and drop your left knee down. Inhale, crescent moon. Extend your arms up overhead. Exhale, half split. Straighten your right leg. Come up onto your right heel and tense your fingers. Inhale, crescent moon. Reach your arms up. Listen for a change here. Exhale, open arm twist toward the right. Send your right arm behind you and your left arm forward. So instead of letting your right knee pop out to the right side, pull your right knee back in toward your midline. So every inhale, find length in your spine. Then every exhale, twist your torso a little bit deeper. One more breath in. Stay for your breath out. Inhale, crescent moon. Extend your arms back up to frame your face. Exhale, low lunge. Plant your palms. Lift your back knee up off the ground. Spiral your back foot down. Inhale, warrior one. Reach your arms up overhead. Bend deeply into your right knee. Exhale, downward facing dog. Plant your palms. Step your right leg back. Take a deep breath in. Deep breath out. Press your palms down into the earth. Inhale, extend your left heel high. Exhale, low lunge. Step your left foot between your hands and drop your right knee down. Inhale, crescent moon. Extend your arms up toward the ceiling. Exhale, half splits. Press your hips back and straighten your left leg. Inhale, crescent moon. Extend your arms up. Exhale, open arm twist to the left. Draw your left arm back behind you, then right arm forward. Maintaining a lot of length throughout your spine, avoiding any crunching. Pull your left knee back in towards center. Take a nice deep breath in, lengthen your spine. Exhale, twist a little bit deeper. Inhale, crescent moon. Extend your arms back up to center. Exhale, low lunge. Plant your palms. Lift your right knee up off of the ground. Press your back foot into your mat. Inhale, warrior one. Reach your arms up overhead. Press your back foot down really hard into your mat. Exhale, downward facing dog. Plant your palms. Step your left foot back. Take a deep breath in. Deep breath out. Inhale, keep your right heel high. Exhale, low lunge. Step your right foot between your hands and drop your left knee down. Inhale, crescent moon, arms up. Exhale, half split. Straighten your right leg. Come up onto your right heel. Inhale, crescent moon. Shift your weight forward, arms up. Exhale, open arm twist toward the right. Right arm back, left arm forward. Inhale, crescent moon, arms up to center. Exhale, low lunge. Plant your palms. Lift your left knee off of the ground. Inhale, warrior one. Hinge your torso up, back foot down. Listen for a change. Exhale, warrior two. Readjust your stance as needed. Open up your hips to the left side. Maintain a nice deep bend in your right knee, but straighten out through your left leg. Gaze over your right fingertips, really strong fingers here. Stay for a breath in. Sink a little bit deeper on your breath out. Inhale, reverse warrior. Extend your right arm up and back. Feel the stretch along your right rib cage. One more breath in, lift a little higher. Exhale, downward facing dog. Windmill your arms down and then step your right foot to the back of your space, hips up and back. Take a nice deep breath in. Deep breath out your nose. Inhale, kick your left heel high. Exhale, low lunge. Step your left foot between your palms and drop your right knee down. Inhale, crescent moon. Torso up, arms overhead. Exhale, half split. Straighten your left leg. Tense your fingers to frame your left leg. Inhale, crescent moon. Arms back up. Exhale, open arm twist to the left. Right arm forward, left arm back. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Inhale, crescent moon. Back up to center. Exhale, low lunge. Plant your palms. Lift your right knee up off of the ground. Press your back foot down. Inhale, warrior one. Arms up overhead. Exhale, warrior two. Readjust your stance. So align your front heel with the back arch of your foot. Gaze over your left fingertips. Stack your shoulders directly over your hips here. A lot of times people tend to hinge a little too far forward. So make sure your shoulders are directly over your hip points. Take one more breath in. Sink just a bit deeper on your breath out. Inhale, reverse warrior. Extend your left arm up and back. Little to no weight in your back hand. Take one more breath in. Feel length on your left rib cage. Exhale, downward facing dog. Cartwheel your arms down and step your left leg to the back of your mat, hips up and back. Take a nice deep breath in. Deep breath out your nose. Press your big knuckles down into the ground. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, forward fold. Step up to your hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Flatten out your back. Exhale, forward fold. Release down. Inhale, mountain pose. Sweep your arms up overhead. Exhale, Samastitihi. Drop your hands together at your heart. Ground down through your left foot. Inhale, tree pose on the right. Press the sole of your right foot into your left, either calf or up on your inner left thigh. So you can choose here. Just avoid your left knee. You never want to press your knee out. So always either your calf or up on your thigh. You can take whatever arm variation you want. Maybe you just keep your hands at your heart today. Maybe you extend your arms up overhead, or maybe out to the side, behind your back. Let's continue to focus on deep breaths in and out. Every inhale, filling up your belly and your lungs all the way, and then exhaling all the way back out. One more deep breath in. Press your foot into your thigh or your calf. Exhale, Samastitihi. Drop your right foot down, hands together at your heart. Now press your right foot down into the ground. Inhale, tree pose on the left. Connect the sole of your left foot to your inner right calf or up on your inner right thigh. Either one is okay. So again, choose an arm variation that suits you today. It might be different from what you normally do. That's fine. You can choose whatever you're feeling. So press your hips slightly forward and tuck your tailbone. As you do that, press your left knee toward the wall behind you. This is an external rotation of your left leg here, in your left hip joint. Take one more deep breath in, filling up your belly, your lungs, your chest. And exhale, Samastitihi. Gently drop your left leg down to meet your right. Inhale, mountain pose. Extend your arms up. Deep breath in. Exhale, forward fold, ride your breath all the way back down to your mat. Inhale, halfway lift, flatten out your spine, palms to shins or thighs. Exhale, high plank, plant your palms, step your feet back and lower all the way down to your belly. Untuck your toes, press the tops of your feet down. Inhale, baby cobra, gently lift your chest, squeeze your shoulder blades together. Exhale, lower your chest back down to the ground. Press yourself up to a tabletop position, tuck your toes under, and exhale, downward facing dog. Send your hips up and back. Take a nice deep breath in. Slow breath out. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, come through to a seat. So when you're down on your butt, you can press your soles of your feet together. We'll take Baddha Konasana for some hip opening. So Baddha Konasana is just bound angle. You can play around with pressing your heels a little further out or pulling them further in toward your body. Feel whatever you want today. If you want a little more hip opening, maybe you try pulling your heels a little closer toward yourself. Or if you want just a gentler stretch, maybe just a little further out than you normally go. You have a lot of options here. You can stay right here and just hang out seated. Make sure your spine is nice and straight, nice tall seat. If you want a little bit more, you can hinge forward. As you hinge forward, your elbows will move out and press your legs down toward the ground. So you can go whatever level you want. You can hinge just a little bit down. You can drop your chin down toward your toes. Or you can even curl through your upper back, kind of arching over and drawing the crown of your head toward your toes. So those are your options. You can choose whichever one, whichever level of whichever option you'd like. Continue to focus on your breathing. It's pretty easy in these hip openers to shorten your breath. Make sure you're still taking in deep breaths all the way down into your belly. And then nice strong exhales out your nose, creating that oceanic sound with every exhale. Slowly rise back up. Press the soles of your feet down into the ground and draw your knees to center. Recline all the way down to your back. When you get down on your back, press your palms into the earth as close to your heels as you can. And then from here, inhale, bridge pose. Lift your hips up toward the ceiling. So press your feet down into the ground, all four corners of your feet and the outer edges of your feet pressing down into the earth. Now you can stay here, or you can interlace your hands underneath your sacrum and then shimmy your shoulders underneath yourself to create a shelf for your heart so you can lift a little bit higher. Just maintain space between your chin and your chest. Take one more breath in. Exhale, slowly lower down to your back. Walk your feet out to the width of your mat and then pigeon toe your feet. So point your toes inward slightly and your heels out. And then from here, knock your knees together. This is broken bridge. Press your low back down to the ground. This should feel really good. This is also one of my favorites to just kind of sit, to kind of lay down in when my low back is bothering me. Now slowly walk your feet back to center. Grab from behind your thighs, rock and roll the length of your spine a couple of times. So massage the length of your spine. Maybe if you normally only roll once, maybe roll a few times today. Really pressing your back into the ground as you roll. When you're ready, come up to a nice tall seat with your legs extended out in front of you. We'll take seated forward fold. So remove the flesh from your sit bones. That will allow you to hinge a little further. Take a deep breath in, lengthen from your tailbone through the crown of your head. Exhale, seated forward fold, hinge your torso forward over your legs and grab for whatever's accessible. That might be your shins, it might be the outer edges of your feet. You're super flexible, maybe you reach around your feet and grab for your hands. Now slowly rise back up. Place the sole of your right foot into the ground, about a fist width distance between your left leg. And then we'll take my chest in a C here. So twist your torso so it's facing the right side of your space. Take your left arm, extend up toward the ceiling, and then exhale, lower your left arm so it's on the outside of your right thigh. And from here, you can use this arm and thigh connection to press yourself a little further and deepen this twist. On an inhale, slowly unwind, come back to center, extend your right leg out, and press the sole of your left foot into the ground. Close to your glute, but about a fist from your right thigh. And then twist your torso toward the left side of your space. Extend your right arm up toward the ceiling, create space in your spine. And then exhale, drop your right arm on the outside of your left thigh and twist your torso a little further. So your back hand can be planted down into the ground to create support for your back. Continue to focus on your breathing, deep breaths in, and then twisting on your breaths out. Now slowly come back to center, unwind from the posture. Lower all the way down to your back. Pull your knees in toward your chest. Grab for the outer edges of your feet and stamp the soles of your feet on the ceiling for happy baby. Press your low back down into the ground. Option, if your low back is bothering you, to kind of gently rock from side to side. If your low back comes up and you're not really feeling this massage of your low back as you rock back and forth, then grab for behind your thighs and then press your back down into the ground. And then from here, you can gently rock from side to side. Now hug your knees into your chest. Wrap your forearms around your shins. Come into a little supine ball. Lift your forehead up to your knees and squeeze everything together as tight as you possibly can. Take one more breath in here. Exhale, Shavasana. Let your arms and legs go long. Let your body fall into whatever position it pleases. Allow yourself to just sink into the ground. Relax your toes, the bottoms of your feet. All of the muscles in your legs. Remove the tension from your hips and your abs. Feel your lungs fill up with every breath in. Just allow your breath to return to its natural rhythm. Release your tongue from the roof of your mouth. And relax all of the muscles in your face. No need to think about anything in particular. Just allow yourself to rest for a moment. And stay here, resting in Shavasana as long as you'd like. You'd like to be guided out tonight. Invite some small movement back into your fingers and toes, your ankles and your wrists. Take a nice long body stretch. Extend your arms overhead and arch your low back up off of the ground. Draw your knees into your chest and rock onto whichever side favors you for fetal pose, using your bicep as a pillow. Press yourself up to a nice, tall, comfortable seat. You can place your hands on your knees in your lap at heart center. Either flood your eyes closed or soften your gaze. We'll take one more breath together. Exhale out any air in your lungs. Now take a nice deep full breath in. Feel your belly fill up, your lungs, your chest. Hold your breath in at the top. Nice strong open mouth exhale, sigh your air out. Lift your thumbs up to your third eye center, the space between your eyebrows and your forehead. The light in me honors and sees the light in all of you. Bow forward. Namaste. Right.
Thanks, alls.
Yeah, thanks for coming.
That was a good stretch.
Good.